Hi, welcome to Get In, the software-defined vehicle podcast from BlackBerry. With this series, we're diving into what the future of transportation just might look like. So don't just stand there, get in.
I'm Steve Kovsky, I'm editorial director for BlackBerry, and we are here at the BlackBerry booth on the upper deck, talking to some of our important partners and friends and customers, and of course our executives. I would like to introduce you again to somebody that we spoke with on an earlier podcast in 2022. That was all last year though. Everything's changed in this industry. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. Hi Steve, hi everyone. My name is Fabrizio Martini. I'm the CEO and founder of Electra Vehicles, an innovative B2B software company based in Boston and now with presence in Turin, Italy, with a goal to import and innovate on battery performance, electric vehicle performance, and we're very happy to be back at CES with the BlackBerry. So very happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy to be talking to anybody in person, but I really enjoyed our previous conversations, and Fabrizio, I was really interested in your background, and first tell us a little bit about Electra, and then tell us kind of the founder story. How did it come to be the company that it is today?
Sure, absolutely. Happy to go over that. So Electra started about 5 years ago when I was a principal investigator for a NASA project. We are trying to explore the surface of Venus. And of course we realized that we needed to handle a lot of data coming out from the batteries, and we wanted to predict any failures months in advance before they were going to happen, as well as leverage machine learning AI techniques to improve their range with a single charge, improve the lifetime of the batteries, improve the overall performance of an electric vehicle. So that's what we have done with NASA, and then we started to import some of that knowledge, some of that know-how to commercialization through Electra Vehicles, and we started to close partnerships like BlackBerry that we closed about 2 years ago, and now we are finally ready to get to market with innovative technology we're very proud of. So
I think that's fascinating, and I'm waiting to get a chance to invest in a whole series of a charger infrastructure for Venus, so that so that you'll be able to get a extend your range there. But
right, we're gonna get there sooner or later.
We'll get there, yeah. Even Elon doesn't want to go to Venus yet.
Sure.
Some of us wish he would. I don't know, but maybe that will change. But what you're able to do here on Earth with our batteries and electric vehicles, I think is really important. And would you talk a little bit about the technology that you're bringing to bear, and what are some of the things that are really impacting people who are either currently driving electric vehicles or who are considering it?
Yeah, so what we've seen is a big wave in electrification. There is a big push in electric vehicles, and of course one of the main drawbacks is the battery performance. So everybody wants more range, longer lifetime of their batteries, and also lower cost, as well as a very, very high safety in every instances. So what we've seen is that we can leverage the data that we are collecting from the battery pack in order to do all of this, to achieve all of this. So extending the range with the EVI now fully integrated with IVY, the BlackBerry solution, we're able to extend between 20 to 25% extra range with a single charge, as well as doubling potentially the lifetime of the batteries, so we can reduce the number of batteries we utilize and deploy, but also predict failure 3 months in advance. So if there is any issues with your batteries, we can predict that 1 through 3, up to 3 months in advance. So I think there is a big opportunity to support this electrification process, to go to market faster, and to make every consumer be able to choose and opt for an electric vehicles rather than an ICE vehicle. So we are looking to support that transition.
Okay. So in case you didn't catch it, he said 25% increase in range using existing batteries. And this is with no additional hardware. This is all a function of the software. That's massive. And people who buy electric vehicles are going to realize, if they haven't already, that the most important component, the most expensive component of that car is the battery.
Indeed.
So extending the lifetime of that battery, predicting possible failure before it happens, these things are going to be so important as more and more, not only individuals, but fleets start to deploy these vehicles. These are fundamental technologies.
Absolutely, and we actually are very happy to be at CES 2023 because we have demonstrated some of these claims with BlackBerry IVY. We have actually just announced a very good design win earlier today for the first day of CES, and we're very happy with that, with Pateo, that is bringing to the digital cockpit solutions like IVY and EVI together to improve the range of the electric vehicles and also estimate very accurately the state of charge of the vehicle to give the driver the actual remaining mileage that the vehicle and the battery has. So we're very happy to be here demonstrating these at the BlackBerry booth and very proud partners of us.
Well, and it's making such a difference to BlackBerry to have partners that are able to demonstrate how IVY can elevate the performance and experience within the cars. And Electra has become sort of the poster child for how to do that in a really meaningful way.
Right.
What is it? So the drivers of these new vehicles in coming out of Shanghai, on the streets of Shanghai now, I believe. What are they going to experience? How are they going to know? You actually touch the user interface with the driver to allow them to make smart choices. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, so absolutely. So what we have worked on over the last year, since we met at CES 2022, we are able to improve the digital cockpit, so the driver experience. So the driver now will see an indication of the recommended velocity to follow in order to improve the range, whether you need to go a bit faster or a bit slower, or having smoother accelerations versus an aggressive one or so, or potentially reducing slightly the maximum speed. So the driver will receive this recommendation that can follow and in order to extend the range. And as well as they will see the very accurate remaining mileage or kilometers available for their trip. So their range anxiety will reduce drastically because they can always see a very accurate number that will tell them if they can reach home, if they can reach the grocery shop, or if they can reach their office or so. So these are the initial two demos that we are showcasing. It's part of a EVI that is fully integrated with IVY, and they are called velocity recommendations and EV range for the driver experience to improve that. And you're right, they're going to be on production vehicles, so we're very excited. We announced the design win. We can't wait to see those in the streets.
And I think 2023 is going to be a huge year for Electra, for BlackBerry IVY, for consumers of these vehicles that are going to have these delightful new features that improve their experience in the car. What are some of the things that you're working on for next year and the year after that are going to, again, give us an upgrade?
Yeah, so Electra is growing very fast. We are reaching 50 people. We're going to double by the end of this year. We have great partners, including BlackBerry. And the upcoming month, you will see a consolidation of these solutions, the velocity recommendations and the EV range. Also for driver assistant, regular vehicles, but also autonomous vehicles as well. So we're exploring to deploy some of this technology to fully autonomous vehicles. And then we have a couple of innovation in the prediction aspect. As I was telling you, we are able to predict 3 months in advance if there is any failure of the batteries. We are releasing also those features, and we are very excited about that. The nice thing is that now we have fully integrated EVI to IVY and QNX solutions, so we can go to market much quicker in a very less period of time, a couple of months, and you can have a very innovative solution for your EV and your next generation EV. So we're very excited about this. We are hiring, we are in full hiring mode.
Good.
We have opened an office in Europe to support the European market as well. And now with BlackBerry, we expand into Asia as well.
Okay.
So very, very happy, very excited.
And if you're looking for a job and you're qualified, they've gotten some recent infusions of cash. People are, investors are recognizing the opportunity. So you should consider it as well.
Absolutely. Check out the website, electravehicles.com/careers, and please apply.
Wonderful. What car do you drive these days?
Definitely an electric car for sure.
Yeah.
We drive electric cars, different brands. We try to test different brands and model. There are more and more models coming up, so I can't wait to see the next 15, 30, 45 cars. I usually rent cars. I don't own it or so. I prefer to rent it and change it and see the newest and greatest solution. And I look forward to rent the one with our cockpit, with the BlackBerry Electra cockpit through the Pateo relationship. So hopefully that will come soon in 1 or 2 years.
Okay, now I wasn't sure how you would answer that because I know you're a huge fan of motorsports.
True.
And so you must, you thought of being an automotive engineer early in your career.
Yeah.
You must have a love for combustion engines as well.
True, that's true. I love motorcycles, I love sport cars or so. And I think there will still be a space for those niche applications and for sport applications and so on. But the electric vehicle revolution is happening and nobody can reduce that or slow that down. They're also getting into motorsports as well. We are seeing more and more e-bikes and Formula E and the Paris-Dakar rally being electric, so it's going to be a lot of fun there. They're very high-power vehicles, so we'll see that upcoming. So
okay.
Check it out.
If you had maybe one piece of advice for car makers that are making choices about the platforms and the technologies to feature in their next generation cars, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say definitely focus on software-defined solution because everything is moving to software. Leverage the data that you are collecting. You are collecting tons of data, and those can be fed into ML/AI solutions that can really maximize the performance of your vehicle. And again, be all-around software. Check out BlackBerry IVY and QNX solution. I think they are great. Check out Electra EVI solution and be around the software-defined vehicle. I think is the way to go. And can't wait to see the next couple of years.
Okay, I can't wait to see what Electra comes up with next and follow your progress for the next few years. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Of course, thanks Steve. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
That's the end of our episode for today. If you'd like more information on the topics or our guests, please check out blackberry.com/podcast. Get In, the software-defined vehicle podcast, is available wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with our latest episodes. Thanks for joining us.